earlier this year, Starbucks sold the international rights to the consumer packaged goods business to Nestle, giant Swiss company.
400,000. For me to get interested, it's got to be more like 25%.
We'd love to do business with you.
Make this
That's
big.
awesome. Thank you guys.
Congratulations. Go to your bathroom right now, or just picture it. Look at the shampoo, the toothpaste, the soap, the deodorant, the razor. Now look at the brands. They probably all have different names, different packaging, different price points. Some feel premium, some feel budget-friendly. Some you've been loyal to for years. Here's the thing, there's a decent chance most of them are made by the same company. Not just similar companies, the exact same one. And this doesn't just apply to your bathroom. It applies to your kitchen, your grocery cart, your snack drawer, the champagne at your friend's wedding, and the perfume on the shelf at the department store. Most of us walk through the world believing we're choosing between competitors. In many cases, we're choosing between products owned by the same handful of corporations. And once you start tracing the names back, the picture gets hard to ignore. Start your morning. You brush your teeth with Crest, wash your face with Olay, shower with Old Spice or Head & Shoulders, shave with Gillette, dry off, then toss your towel into the hamper next to a bottle of Tide. On the way out, you grab a Bounty paper towel. Every one of those products is made by Procter & Gamble. P&G owns about 65 brands in 10 product categories, including Pampers, Charmin, Febreze, Dawn, Downy, Pantene, Oral-B, and Vicks. Last year, they reported over $84 billion in revenue and serve more than 5 billion people worldwide. You could go through your entire morning routine without ever touching a product from another company. Most people don't notice this. The brands seem independent, and that's intentional. Each has its own style and spot on the shelf. But if you look closer, the same company name appears again and again. Open the fridge. Open the pantry. The coffee might be Nescafe. The bottled water could be Poland Spring, San Pellegrino, or Perrier. The frozen pizza is DiGiorno. The baby's food is Gerber. The chocolate bar is Kit Kat. The pet food is Purina. All Nestle. Nestle is the largest food company in the world. It operates in 188 countries and owns over 2,000 brands. Some of these brands have been household names for generations, so most people have no idea they share the same parent company. Walk one aisle over. The mayonnaise is Hellmann's. The ice cream is Ben & Jerry's. The soap is Dove. The deodorant is Degree or Axe. The body lotion is Vaseline. All Unilever. Unilever owns over 400 brands and sells products in more than 190 countries. On any shelf, Unilever and PG products often sit side by side, appearing to compete. In a way, they do, but the real competition is between two companies, not 20. Reach for a bag of chips. If it's Lay's, Doritos, Cheetos, Tostitos, or Fritos, those are all PepsiCo brands. Through its Frito-Lay division, PepsiCo controls a large share of the salty snack market in the United States. But PepsiCo isn't just a snack company. It also owns Quaker Oats, Gatorade, Tropicana, Lipton Iced Tea, and, of course, Pepsi. In a single trip to the vending machine or the convenience store, you might buy 3 different PepsiCo products without knowing it. The brand names seem like separate choices, but they're just divisions of the same company with different labels. Now step into a completely different world. You walk into Sephora. You buy Fenty Beauty. On the way out, you pass a window display for Louis Vuitton. Later that night, someone opens a bottle of Moet and Chandon. Your partner is wearing Dior. The engagement ring came from Tiffany. Every one of those belongs to LVMH. LVMH, which stands for Moet Hennessy Louis Vuitton, owns over 75 brands across fashion, cosmetics, jewelry, wine, spirits, watches, and retail. Givenchy, Fendi, Marc Jacobs, Bulgari, Tag Heuer, Hennessy, Dom Perignon, Veuve Clicquot, Benefit Cosmetics, the list goes on. This is where the pattern breaks people's expectations. Consolidation in your grocery aisle feels unsurprising. Consolidation in luxury, a market built on exclusivity and individuality, hits differently. These brands sell identity, and behind that identity, the same conglomerate is running the numbers. LVMH reported revenue of nearly 85 billion euros in 2024. The Arnault family controls the entire operation. At different times in recent years, Bernard Arnault has been the richest person on the planet. None of this was sudden. For most of the 20th century, consolidation was treated with suspicion. Antitrust regulators asked a simple question: is one company getting too powerful? In the 1980s, the standard shifted. Regulators stopped asking about power and started asking about prices. If a merger didn't raise prices immediately, it was approved. That change opened the floodgates. Companies didn't need to build a traditional monopoly. They just needed to acquire brands, lots of them, while keeping each one looking independent on the shelf. The consumer sees variety. The shareholder sees efficiency. And over decades, industry after industry consolidated until a few companies controlled most of what people buy, often without anyone noticing. You might wonder why this matters if the products are fine and the prices seem normal. Here's what changes when a few companies control most of a market. They stop competing on price. When your biggest competitor is another brand you also own, or when the entire shelf is controlled by 3 or 4 players, the pressure to lower prices softens. Prices don't spike overnight, they drift upward slowly in ways that are hard to pin on any single decision. They stop competing on quality in the same way. Innovation slows when there's no real threat of losing customers to a new competitor. Products get reformulated, portions shrink, and the changes are small enough that most people absorb them without complaint. New competitors struggle to enter. Shelf space in retail is limited and expensive. Distribution networks are locked in. Marketing budgets are enormous. A startup with a better product still has to fight for the right to be seen, and the companies already there have the resources to buy them or box them out. The market still looks competitive. Different names, different packaging, different ads. But the underlying structure is thinned out, and most of the choices you think you're making were narrowed long before you walk through the door. Next time you're standing in a store, pick up 2 products that look like competitors. Different brand, different design, maybe even a different price. Then flip them over. Look at the fine print. See who actually makes them. Do it a few times and a pattern starts to show. The names change, the companies behind them don't. 5 companies touch nearly every part of your daily routine, from the toothpaste in the morning to the champagne at night. Not because they make the best products, but over the decades, they bought the ones that did. Competition didn't vanish, it consolidated, quietly enough that most of us never noticed. The question is, now that you've noticed, does anything look the same? Let us know in the comments.